Standard bridle, it's got a bib martingale, got a Caverton noseband. To put it on, normally they're tied up already, unclip him, slide the reins over the head, down the neck, and then you've got something that's attached to the horse at least while I take the head collar off. Slide the head collar off, holding his nose, and slowly keep your bridle in one hand, so you've got one hand free. Put your finger in his mouth, bit slides up, then flick over his ears. Make sure his mane and his forelock aren't caught up in it. So then we do the throat lash up, not too tight. You want to be able to get your fist in there so it's not going to rub his chin while he's exercising. And then we'll move to his noseband. Make sure it's on the inside of the bit. Do that up, keeping about 2 fingers so it's not going to rub on the top of his nose. Moving on to his bit, you want to make sure it's not too tight, that it's going to scare him and pull on his mouth. You normally want about 2 creases around his mouth, like so. And then make sure you tie him back up to the next part. Now, second process, the pads, we've got a towel. You may not be given a towel, you may be given a chamois or a sticky pad, mainly for if the saddle slips on the horse, but on this horse it doesn't. So we've got the towel and then we've got 2 pads. So gently flick it over the horse, make sure you're happy with them. They're nice and level on both sides, because it'll also stop you from giving the horse a toe rub, which will normally happen in this sort of area. So I've placed it here because you've got his wither. So when I put the saddle on, I can always move it back and forth just to get the saddle of the pommel to sit perfect. So now we've got the saddle, it's ready to go on. Gently place it onto the back, and then what you want to do is lift the towel and the pads up just so it stops it rubbing. Push it forward so it sits perfect on the wither. This is a racing exercise saddle. It's a bit thinner, lighter weight. You've got quite a deep knee, because when you stood up, you rest your knees in this place, in this part of the saddle. Your normal standard saddles will probably be cut off more without that, because you don't need that for your support, because you're not riding as short. So now you've got the girth ready to go on. Drop it down the side gently, making sure you're happy with it this side. And then swing yourself under the front, never go around the back. And you've got your martingale to go on. Make sure you slide it through. Girth sleeve, it just basically prevents the horses from sweating, it transferring onto our girths, and then when we go and ride our next horse, we'll change girth sleeves so it's nice and clean and prevents any diseases or anything that one horse might have onto the other. So now I've got the martingale, that's down into the middle of his chest. You slowly bring it up. Put the front one on first, not too tight, just enough. Make sure your pads are not nipping him. Do the second one. You can do that one a little bit tighter. Make sure you're happy with your pads still. And then finally tighten it up, ready to go out. So now it's time to drop the stirrups. Just pull them down, holding the top. We ride long when we're trotting, hacking out, just general day-to-day, but when we go into exercising and working the racehorses, we pull them up to whatever you feel comfortable. You can ride as short as you want, as long as you want, but as long as you're safe, that's the main thing. Pull them up, make sure you're happy. So now we've got the length of our stirrups. You just want to lift them up, out of the way, so he's not going to get them caught on the stable door and hurt himself.